Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your Yirmeyahu, and I start this broadcast as I would start any broadcast by first of all giving all praise, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahuwah, Bahashem, Yahushua Hamashiach, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. I say shalom, wabarukim, that is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day that the Most High brings us back together, and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High Power, under one covenant. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'm joined this evening by my most esteemed Akenanaya. Shalom, my king.
Hey, shalom, shalom, Maki. Shalom, shalom, Yasharal. Call halal Yahweh for allowing us yet another yom to get into these scripts.
All praises, yes indeed. All praises to the Father, Yahweh, for another Yom Shishi evening, allowing us to get back into this thing and be edified once again. So let us get right to it. We're beginning the brand new book. Praises to the Father. We were able to finish Isaiah or Yesayah last week. And this week we're in a brand new book, Yirmeyahu. So we're going to get into this one and enjoy.
Come.
Yes, indeed. So Yirmeyah's call and commission. The book of Yirmeyahu, chapter 1 and verse 1. The words of Yirmeyahu, son of Hilkiah, the priest of the priests that were in Anath or
Anathoth.
Anathoth, Slaki, Tolaki, in the land of Benjamin. All right, so he was part of those priests that were in Benjamin. Let's take a couple things. Number one, let's see what his name means. I don't know if we've seen that before.
God, I don't remember ever looking at that. All right.
Yeah, Khan, whom Yahuwah have appointed. So yeah, that's a beautiful name. Can't go wrong with that. It's actually my second eldest son's name, Yirmeyahu.
All praise to the Most High.
Hallelujah, yes indeed. Hilkiah, I think we looked at before.
Yeah, I want to say we saw that back in Kings and Chronicles.
Right.
Come.
My portion is Yahuwah. So that's beautiful. That's a good one too. Enough. I don't know if we looked at that one.
Yeah, come. It's been a while.
Khan, yeah. If we did, I don't remember what it was. Answers to prayer. Okay, so all right, we can continue here. All right, verse 2. Whom the word of Yahuwah came to in the days of Yeshaya, the king of Ammon, king of Yehuda, in the 13th year of his reign.
So this is trying to just get a idea of chronological order. So Ammon, I believe, is the son of Manasseh, and Manasseh being the son of Hezekiah. So yeah, that's where this is at in the timeline, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's about right. We looked at Chronicles a while back, but it's been a big back. But I think that's right because Yeshaya Khan. I think that's right. We have to go back.
And you know what? Yeah, I see that. I see that he is the son of Manasseh, and I'm pretty sure Manasseh was the son of King Hezekiah, that great king.
Yeah, he was a great king, and then you get to Manasseh. Manasseh was
he blew it.
Right.
Yeah, but he came back. I can't forget that. Yeah,
he did come back, but sure cost us in that meantime. So
indeed.
Verse 3. And it came also in the days of Jehoiakim. I'm about to mess it up. Jehoiakim, the son of Joash, or Yeshaya, king of Yehuda, unto the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Yeshaya, king of Yehuda, unto the carrying of the way of Jerusalem captivity in the 5th month. Captive in the fifth month. So yeah, they setting up the timeline. They're trying to put it in perspective for us to understand where this book came from, and that's pretty interesting. All things considered, when he put this into, so that kind of tells you, we talk about journaling and whatnot. So,
Mm-hmm.
of course, we'll use hard dates and times. You know, but adding that information in where we were. We were in Jeffersonville, Indiana. It was
Okay.
year 2023. Biden was president of the United States. All these type of things, and setting it up. So if they come back,
But
mhm.
you know
Go ahead.
what stands out to me? Oh, some slacky. Go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm saying, go ahead. Huh?
Well, I'm thinking about that fifth month.
Mm-hmm.
That fifth month of so I was looking at something the other day. Evidently, the fifth month has been it's been a month that it's a month of mourning for at one point our people used the fifth month for a month of mourning due to the Babylonian sacking the city in the fifth month, as well as uh it was the Romans, and they call that day well, I know that the I believe the Ashkenazis call it Tisha
Mm-hmm.
B'Av, B'Av, Tish
Mm-hmm.
Tish B'Av. And
Tishba.
yeah, Tish B'Av. So I didn't think anything about it. I forgot that we was getting into Yirmeyahu today. So, but I was looking at that fifth month, and
Huh.
there it is. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. That's it's interesting. Because I just literally went just smooth over that without any thought about it. But it kind of made me think about, putting things in perspective. Because here we are, generations later, looking at it, and to understand it and where he's coming from and what the timeline is, he put all this great detail in there. So that's
Mm-hmm.
definitely something that
Gone.
we can utilize in our own writings. So uh, verse 4. Then the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Before I formed you in the belly, I knew you, and before you came forth out of the womb, I sanctified you, and I ordained you a prophet unto the nations. Unto the nations. They'll take that into something, make that into something
Right.
else.
Mm-hmm. God.
Right, Kai. Verse 6. Then said I, uh, Adonai Yahuwah, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But Yahuwah said unto me, Say not, I am a child, for you shall go to all that I shall send you, and whatsoever I command you, shall you shall speak. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with you to deliver you, saith Yahuwah. Then Yahuwah put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And Yahuwah said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in your mouth. See, I have this day set you over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. The almond rod and boiling pot. Verse 11. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Yirmeyahu, what saith you? And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree. I wonder, is that really an almond tree? Let's take a look at that word there just to see that
God.
it's not something else. Because look, it's not even giving us, let's see. Slacky.
Shakade.
Shaki Khan. Yeah. Okay. Almond tree, almond nut, almond tree. Okay, Khan. So it looks like that's what it is. So let's continue. All right, verse 12. Then said Yahuwah unto me, you have well seen, for I will hasten my word to perform it. Let's skip something. Verse 13. And the word of Yahuwah in the second time, came unto me the second time, saying, what seeth you? And I said, I see the settling pot, seething pot,
Mm-hmm.
seething pot, Salaki. And the face thereof is towards the north. Then Yahuwah said unto me, out of the north an evil shall break forth upon all the inhabitants of the land. For lo, I will call all the families of the kingdom from the north, saith Yahuwah, and they shall come, and they shall set every one his throne at the entering of the gate of Jerusalem. Slaki, at the entering of the gates of Jerusalem, and against all the walls thereof round about, and against the cities of Yehuda. And I will utter my judgment against them, touching all their wickedness, whom have forsaken me, and have burned incense unto idols, and worship or other deities, and worship the works of their own hands. Therefore, gird up your loins and arise, and speak unto them all that I have commanded you. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound you before them. Oh man, you like don't trip out the way they look at you, or I'm gonna make you stumble over yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 18. For behold, I have made you this day a defense city and an iron pillar and brazen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Yehuda, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land. And they shall fight against you, but they shall not prevail against you. For I am with you, saith Yahuwah, to deliver you.
Man, all praises to the Most High. Those are some at last, especially that last script.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that our power is an individual knowing that his power is with him.
Okay.
There should be a feeling of relief, a
Yeah.
feeling of strength.
Okay.
Uh, I just know our people though. Even sometimes even some of the prophets were reluctant to do what they were told. So I'm kind of eager to see how Yirmeyahu. I know that he ends up being the author or his story, his prophecies, making it to the scripts, but I don't recall exactly how that played out because I remember the Most High saying something encouraging to Gideon as well, but Gideon needing a sign.
Right.
Is it going to be the same type of deal with Yirmeyahu here?
Interesting. Yeah, interesting point. And I was thinking, did we mention? Look, I may have jumped the gun. Did we mention Yirmeyahu last week, or was it Ezekiel? I think we did say yeah.
Well, yeah. Like, because we were thinking of what would be chronological because
Yeah.
we've already covered like all of those minors. So
Okay.
chronological, what we have left would be Yirmeyahu after Yeshayahu.
Okay. Con. Okay. I was just making sure we didn't jump it because I had it in my mind, but I was like, man, maybe I was. I don't know. Maybe I was off. But all right, let's continue here. Yehuda's uh,
Apostasy.
apostasy. I also say apostasy. Okay, kind. What is apostasy?
I'm thinking it's some type of puffed up position.
Oh,
But I know that Mashiach had apostles, so maybe it's maybe it ain't a bad thing.
yeah. I know they. This is kind of their spin on it: the abandonment or the reenactment of a religious or a political belief. Oh,
Okay.
So they try to step away from what
Mm-hmm.
this says. So let's see. Okay, verse 1. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, I remember you, the kindness of your youth, the love of your espousals, uh, when you went after me in the wilderness, in the land that was not sown. Israel was uh, holiness unto Yahuwah, was a set apartness unto Yahuwah, the fruit and a fruitful Salakia, and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come unto them, saith Yahuwah. Hear you the word of Yahuwah out of the house of Jacob, and all the families of the house of Israel. Thus saith Yahuwah, with iniquity have your fathers found me. Salakia. What iniquity? Salakia. Salakia. Let me start that from the top, verse 5. Thus saith Yahuwah, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they have gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain? Neither say they, where is Yahuwah that brought us out of the land of Mizraim, and led us through the wilderness, though the land of deserts and of pits, Slakia, through the land of deserts and pits, through the land of drought and of the shadow of death, through the land that no man passed through, and where no man dwelt. Huh.
So it's like we find our people in a similar state today.
Right.
Uh, not really knowing. You know, even calling him God is not really an intimate relationship. You know what
No,
I mean?
no, that's
Uh, and these what he's saying here, these people don't even know, or not even saying where is Yahweh or where
right,
is Yahuwah. They
right.
don't even know to say that.
No, no. They completely cut off, and that's where our people are at the moment. They are completely cut off. But what jumped out to me there, it talked about taking them through a land where no man passed through, where no man dwelt, and that took me to that in the Apocrypha, where the Northern Kingdom went to a land where no man dwelt, uh, and they say that was here, America. I'm like, I don't think that's the case. I didn't think that was the case then. I don't think it's the case now. So, but we're not gonna get into that. Let's continue. Verse 7. Uh, he says, "And I brought you unto the plentiful country to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when you entered, you defiled my land and made my heritage an abomination." Oh my goodness.
Wow. You
Yeah.
know, this is similar to what we read in other prophecies and uh in other books. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the Most High identifies what we're doing, and oftentimes he sounds regretful for our actions, which is
Mm-hmm.
never a good thing.
No.
It's never a good thing for the Most High to look at our actions and have regrets with what we're doing, because judgment is soon to come
Kind.
after that.
Kind. Yeah. And that's the thing we tend to forget is that judgment is gonna come.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of where it was written after this. I think in Hebrews, if I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong. Uh, as it is appointed unto man once to die, after this the judgment.
Hmm.
So
I'll be
yeah,
out kind. I believe. Yeah, I believe it is in Hebrews.
kind. Okay. All
And
right.
but also we also know what not to do by reading this.
Right.
We know not to forget to call upon the name of the Most High, like
Right.
when we're going through things.
Right.
A lot of times, I've been, I'm guilty of this as well. Like uh, looking at man to deliver me
Mm-hmm. Right.
first, rather than the Most High.
Kind.
You know, when we're going through something, I shouldn't be looking for a president. I shouldn't be looking for a mayor. I shouldn't
Right.
be looking for a teacher. I
Right.
shouldn't be looking for a doctor
Uh,
to give me what I need.
that's right.
My provider is Yahweh. Yahweh, is my provider. I think Father Abraham, Yahweh Yari, I believe.
Khan. Jara.
Yeah,
You know,
Jari Khan.
yeah,
Yeah, Khan,
that's it.
the water.
Khan, no sweat, no sweat. Absolutely. Yeah, that's some excellent points, Doc, and much needed for anybody who would hear this. It's imperative that we do that. And when you were saying that, my mind jumped directly to King Asa, and Asa sought the physicians
Mm-hmm.
instead of Yahweh, and
Mm-hmm.
when he was diseased in his feet, and instead of him, seeking the man of the Most High, he sought them, and what happened? He died. He was dead. He died. You know, uh, the you skip forward. We were speaking earlier about King Hezekiah, and the man of the Most High came to him and told him to get his affairs in order. And what did he do? He cried to the Most High, and reminded him, I served you. I've been faithful to you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Khan.
as a result of that, he was granted 15 additional years. So almost two more decades. A decade and a half. I mean, you can't really ask for more than that. You know what I'm saying? But that's not even 2 years. You thinking 15 more? Like, man, all praises to the Father. I got time to go out and do some things and make some things happen. It's a lot you can do in
Khan.
15 years.
Indeed, indeed, it's grace and mercy. You know what I mean? We'll take it. We would have took it if it was just a day.
Right, God,
But
exactly.
uh, I mean, you said something there as well, like and I believe we mentioned this last Shabbat.
Mhm.
How it works. Some people will say that it's all grace, and I'm not saying that grace isn't important,
Right.
but works
Yeah.
will put you in a pleasing sight to the Most High.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know, it's that sacrifice that He desires from us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Righteousness.
Yeah.
So to say that we're not going to be rewarded for that,
Right.
I think it's an untruth.
Kind. 100% not. And you can't have wicked works and expect grace. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Because
Con.
the wicked didn't get grace. Noah did. Who was faithful, who was perfect
Mm-hmm.
before the Most High. He walked perfect before the Most High, according to the text. So you can't expect that to be the same situation because he shut the door for the workers of iniquity. They got the door shut on them, so they
Con.
didn't make it to the other side. So yeah, that's something to remember for all those who would think that work is not works. Faith without works is without value. It's worthless. It's
Mm-hmm.
dead.
Con.
Yeah. So all right, let's continue. Verse 8. And the priest was not. Where is Yahuwah? And they that handle the law knew me not. The pastors also transgressed against me. That's today. And the prophets prophesy of evil
Mm-hmm.
and walk
Mm-hmm.
after things that do not profit. That's today. That is today.
Man,
All
man, bingo,
day.
bingo.
All day.
Hold on. You know, I'm looking at that. If you could scroll back up real
Oh,
quick. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yep.
okay.
So I'm remembering when we covered this.
Uh-huh.
You remember during Josiah's time,
hmm
I want to say is when they actually found the book of the law, wasn't it?
I believe it
Yep.
was. I believe it
Yeah.
was. It was in the house, the temple.
Right, exactly. So I remember you and I covering that and wondering, well, man, if y'all didn't even know where these commandments were and where this law was,
What was
what were
y'all-
you all doing?
Right. Right. Same thing we was doing without us knowing, because even though it was right in front of us, it was sitting on
Uh-huh.
the coffee table a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I personally didn't have a clue what was in there. You know what I'm saying?
Con.
But thankfully, uh, I was equipped with some conscience that didn't allow me to do crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was
Mm-hmm.
way crazy. I did some stuff I didn't have no business, but I wasn't way crazy. Like, but praise to the Father for that. Um, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but that's exactly what we see today in these churches. These men, so-called men of the Most High, they'll say, "Oh, I love the Lord," and then they keeping all these pagan days. They got nothing to do with Pesach. They got nothing to do with Zabaoth. They got nothing
Con.
to do with any of this. They got nothing to do with I said Zabaoth. Shabaoth. They got nothing to do with anything that's in this book. They are against what's in the book, and they are for what they've been given in tradition,
Mm-hmm.
which is completely and utterly backwards. You cannot be against the word of the Most High and claim to be a man or woman of the Most High and be for something that the Most High told us don't do. That's crazy. Uh,
Con.
it reminds me of, and I'm going to stop because I'm about to go way off. But it reminds me of this book when I was a kid. They used to have in the library. It was called The Stupids, and they did everything the opposite. I probably mentioned this before. They did everything the opposite of what should be done. They brought the lawnmower in the house and lawnmower the carpet. Took the vacuum outside and vacuumed the grass.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
They slept under the bed instead of on top of the bed. I mean, just everything they did the opposite. They called it The Stupids. It was a silly little book, for young people. You can't even say that now because they would say that's offensive. But
Mm-hmm.
nevertheless, it highlights uh, wrong behavior. It's when you do something that you're not supposed to do as if you're supposed to do it. It's stupid. All right, verse 9. So I'm going to stop there because I keep going. Verse 9.
Con.
Wherefore, I will yet plead with you, saith Yahuwah, and with your children. Slacky, and with your children's children will I plead. So he's looking ahead. You know what I'm saying? He's looking ahead like, okay, y'all might be y'all are lost, not might be. Y'all are lost cause. Y'all jokers ain't trying to hear what I got. But I'm going to come to your children. And, that's ironic because that's the same agenda that these rainbow uh, flag wavers are trying to push. They want the children. You
Mm-hmm.
know, here we see Yahuwah saying, "I'm gonna plead with your children," and they trying to plead with our children, and
Con.
into evil and wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
All right, verse 10. For pass over the isles of Chittim and see and send unto Kedar, and consider diligently and see if there be such a thing. Have a nation change their power, change their idols, yet Slakia, which are yet no power. Have a nation changed their powers, which are yet no powers? They don't even change. They keep the same mess that they doing. They don't be adding now. The other people came, the Europeans came, and they took some of everybody's stuff. They want to worship everything. They love everything. They love the ones from Mizraim. They love the ones from Babylon. They love all of them. They worship everything. They don't care what it is. They take it. Oh, bring me up.
Con.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are I hate to say it, but a very idolatrous
Yeah.
people. Like a lot of times, we will make an idol out of shoes, out of
Yeah.
posters, out
Right.
of basketball players, out of rappers, out of cars, out of all of this vain materialistic things.
Foolishness. Yeah. 100% not. 100%.
Uh, but I'm noticing here as well, like what we're getting here is Yahweh is taking a look at his people.
Hmm.
He's examining his people. Imagine him standing there and looking at his son,
Mm-hmm.
looking at his people
Mm-hmm.
from a distance, from afar off, where he can see the whole situation. He
Right.
says, man, you all have changed your glory for
Right.
that which does not profit. So there was a point where he viewed us as having glory,
Right.
right? Being something special.
Kind.
And we've fallen from that.
Right. Kind. 100%. And it's sad. It's really sad to understand, to see it and understand it. And it's so destructive. It's self-destructive, honestly. And
Mm-hmm.
we've literally destroyed ourselves, and we don't have anybody else to blame. We can't blame Yahweh. We can't blame these other nations. We did it to
Con,
ourselves. Yeah, we did it to ourselves.
indeed. And it took me, when I first came into this walk, it I was angry. You know what I mean? I was angry, pointing the finger. Man, you all lied to us. You all did this. You all did that. But it broke my heart. Like when I came to the realization that all this is about befalling us because of our own actions, man.
Kind. Sadly, but that's 100% true. Let me start there from the top, verse 11. Have a nation changed their idols, which are not even power. They don't even have any power. But my people have changed their glory for that which do not profit. Verse 12. Be astonished, O you heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be you very desolate, saith Yahuwah. For my people have
And
committed.
I'm
Uh,
Salakia, just with that the previous verse in verse 11, the glory, now that I'm looking at it, or I heard you read it again, that glory that has changed is not us. We changed, the glory was him. The
okay.
glory was being led by him,
Yeah.
and we've changed it and chased, rather than chasing after that cloud and that pillar, like
Right.
we're chasing after that which does not profit. So
Okay.
the water for reading it again, I
Okay.
better understand it with that
Oh,
second time.
oh, absolutely. And even that though, even following after him was giving us that same glory, that same esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Slacky. And it was edifying because how many times have we read where somebody came and they figured out you was an Israelite and
Mm-hmm.
oh your power is Yahweh, your power is Yahuwah. Oh well, you the one, like when Yonah in that situation when he was on that ship, like what is going on? Like I'm a Hebrew. It's your power that's doing this. You
Mm-hmm.
got to go, brother. You got to get out of here. You gonna get all us killed. You know what I'm
Come.
saying? They
Mm-hmm.
knew exactly what was going on. So
Come.
indeed. Uh, let me see. Oh, verse 13. It says, "For my people have committed two evils and have forsaken me, the fountain of living water, and hewed them out of cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water." So
Mm-hmm.
my people, instead of dealing with the living power, the fountain of living water, they forsaken me. I'm the one that give them what they need. Instead, they went and got huge cisterns, and not just cisterns, some broken ones. They can't even hold
Man,
water. You know what I'm
can't
saying?
even do what they can't even do what they supposed to do.
Yeah.
What they were designed to do. Can't even do.
Right.
Man.
These things are without value, and you trade me for that. You trade me your power, who have been with you from the beginning, the one who created the Shamaim and the Eretz for your sake, and yet you following after idols. Like this
Come.
don't make any sense. I just don't understand how he didn't just, what I'm saying, wipe us out, honestly, at this point. Like how his long suffering is
Man.
amazing.
Indeed.
Amazing. God. Verse 14. Is Yisrael a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? The young lion roared up, Slakia. The young lions roared upon him and yelled, and they made his land waste. His cities are burned without inhabitants. So yeah, because of this, because of all the poor choices that we've made, because of all this bad stuff that we've done, what
Mm-hmm.
happened? We end up captivity after captivity in this situation, in that situation, negative effects, broken down curses, all of this
Kind of
negativity. You know what
a
I'm saying?
poor quality of life, you know.
For generations, for
Mm-hmm.
generations, and I'm tired of it.
Con. And I was thinking, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this ends. This ends with me.
God, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sick and tired of it. Like man, we'd have read it and we'd have lived it, and it's like, why are we doing this? This don't make sense. We got
It's
people
like
doing it wrong.
it's like we see the answer. You know
Right,
what I mean? Like, and it's what you say. How we close out. Ecclesiastes. You know what I mean? It's what it
right.
is, man.
Keep, keep,
It's
keep the most
I
high
was
and
reading
keep this.
Shemot. I was reading Shemot earlier this week, man, and I came across, this day have I set before you life and death. You know.
Blessings and curses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, right, yeah. I mean, it's so easy. It's an easy choice to make, but yet we make it so difficult because we want to do so much other stuff, and I don't understand why. Why is something of no profit so important? But yet,
Con.
this is what we deal with. So, verse 16. Also, the children of Nophah and mm, Ta
Ta Pines.
Tahaphans were broken, have broken the crown off of your head. So let's see what that is. I hope this ain't something bad. I don't know. Let's see. I don't remember
I
this.
didn't even think about it.
Yeah, it's all good though. We didn't do it maliciously. So this is NOFE, and that's in
Presentable.
presentability. Presentability.
Presentable. Mhm.
Okay,
Oh no, you're
fine.
right. Presentability. Yeah, presentability.
Okay. So that's another name for this wicked word, the capital city of Misraim.
Okay.
I know this is an idol when you get
Yeah, I
down.
remember you. I remember you showing that. I remember you showing that before. Yep.
Yeah, when you get down to it. But let's see what this one is here. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's get to see what it is first. Something or these are other ways to pronounce it. Uh, though you will feel hands with pity. A city in like another city in Mizraim, approximately 18 miles from the southeast of that place. Yeah, that place was full of idols. I mean, they loved them. That's why the Most High destroyed him. And to show he was greater than, you know what I'm saying? He was greater than that. So let's continue. Verse 17. Uh, have you not procured this unto yourself, in that you have forsaken Yahuwah, your power, when he led you by the way? Like, have you not even understood this? Like, you not even understand this? Our people now, you know, how many times we done tried to hand somebody a flyer and they be like, "No, I'm good." Like, you
Right.
not good. Why
Right.
you think we out here? We not good. We not, that's why we out
Okay.
here. You know what I'm saying? How you good? You not good? You need this knowledge. You need to understand your power so you come back to him.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 18. And now, what have you to do in the way of Mizraim, to drink the water of that place? I don't know what that is. We'll have to look at that again. I know, like I said, Mizraim was full of idols. So anytime
Yeah.
there's a
Kind.
reference to that, then it's probably something, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
some idol.
Indeed.
Or what have you to do in the way of Assyria, to drink the waters of the river? Let's take a look at that word here. I bet that's one. Oh, I mean dark. A river canal, eastern border. Okay, okay. So it's Shakur. Huh, it's almost like Shakur.
Kind. When you
Hmm.
said it, yeah.
Yeah, Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
Sihor. Huh. Okay. All right. That's probably where that came from. Because there are people still to this day, and back in the '90s, thought well, before he was born, what, in the '70s, they thought they was misrights or
Yeah,
whatever.
I believe she named him after a South American or might have even been a Native American,
Huh.
uh, Native people of the Americas.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hmm.
That's where that Shakur. Well,
Hmm.
like it may have some. They calling it by a river out of the text here. I bet she didn't pull it out of here. So whoever she was naming them after, they probably, I don't know. Maybe they had saw it here or something. I don't know. It could have been something else. But verse 19, your own wickedness shall correct you, and uh, your backsliding shall reprove you. Know therefore and see that this is an evil thing and bitter that you have forsaken Yahuwah your power, and that my fear is not in you, saith the Master Yahuwah Zavaot, or the Adonai Yahuwah Zavaot. So
Hmm.
yeah, this is a wicked thing that you all, and that's what exactly that's crazy, because that's right here, right now. This was
Kind
in
indeed.
before, and this is the time right now. So crazy. Verse 20. For of old time I have broken your yoke and burst your bands, and you saith, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and under every green tree you wandereth, playing the harlot. So you
So yeah,
going after
that's
every idol. Go ahead.
mm-hmm. Kind. That's what I was saying as well. Like, they're going up to these groves,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, fornicating. You know,
Right.
paying homage to these deities, speaking these deities' names,
Right.
which we
Uh,
were told not to do. You know.
100%. Keeping these set up these days to these idols.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing we see today. Teaching their children
Kind.
these idols. Yeah, and when you go to sleep, he comes in down the and brings you, man, get out of here with that mess.
Right. Or he's in Europe right now. He'll be in America in a couple of hours. Like that's a lot.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you better be good or he not gonna bring you what you wanted. Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop that. That's complete falsehood. Verse 21. Yet I have planted you a noble vine, holy, holy a right seed. Was that holy?
Uh, let's see. That's
WHOLLY? Holy? Like entirely, I'm thinking right here.
let's see. Yeah, holy.
Okay, okay.
But that's like complete.
Right, yeah, like, yeah, fully, like, yeah, okay, kind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, how then are you turned unto the degenerated plant of the strange vine unto me? How you turn from the degenerated plant of the strange vine unto me? How you gonna do all of this and then you gonna come back to the Most High? Hey, I did some of that, and it's just amazing. I'm just thankful because, like I said, when I was in there, it didn't make sense to me, even though this was the tradition that I was taught. I was like, what is this about? If this is supposed to be about a Messiah, You know, what are we doing this stuff? What's this stupid tree? Like, I ain't doing no more trees. I got rid of the trees. Nothing but the Most High was like, man, don't deal with that. That's not something you need to deal with. It don't make sense. Like, where are we getting this from? I didn't know it was wicked, but I knew it didn't make sense. And that was reason enough for me to be like, forget this.
Mm-hmm. Come.
All right. Verse 22. But for though you wash you with what is that? Nitrit?
Uh, Nitrate
Nitri.
or maybe nitrate.
Niche. Okay. I don't know what that is, but we'll have to look at that. Uh, and take much and take you much soap. Oh, that's it. Soap. Nitri.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yet your iniquity is marked before me, said Master Yahuwah. Okay, yes, we don't have to look at it because it told us what it was. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
verse 23. How can you say, I am not polluted? I have not gone after the evil ones. See see your way in the valley, knoweth what you have done. You are a swift uh, dominant,
Dromedary, like a
dromedary.
horse. Mm-hmm.
Okay, kind,
Or a
kind. I don't know
mule
why.
or something.
Yeah, yeah. I forget. I get that word wrong every time. Dromedary. Dromedary. I'm going to remember that one. Uh, traversing her ways. A wild donkey used in used to the wild wilderness, used to the wilderness that snuff up the wind in her uh, pleasures. In her occasion, who can turn her away? All that all they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her mouth they shall find her. Withhold thy foot from being upshod, and your throat from thirst. But you saith, there is no hope. No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go. Man, that's crazy.
Uh,
I honestly don't understand how the Most High have had so much, you know, compassion and I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine. But let's continue. Verse 26. His ways are not our ways. That's all I can say.
come.
Because Zakiyahu would have been like, look here, y'all got to go. Oh, you and your children, get out.
But I mean, you're right. I like the love that he has for Yasharal, his children. It endures forever. But our people, unfortunately, even after this, waxed worse,
Worse.
and which is why we saw like a harsh bondage. You know what I mean? Here on this continent.
Right.
The treatment is terrible. Like, okay, so they made eunuchs in Babylon,
Mm-hmm.
but they've done that here as well. You've heard horror stories of the atrocities
Mm-hmm.
that were done here,
Right.
um, and that's the Father's chastening as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we hear these stories and we would think, man, we don't want that to happen to us. But
Uh-uh.
you spoke about us being in the dark before,
Right.
not knowing how to keep those plagues from coming upon us. Now we do know.
Exactly. Yeah.
All praises.
Hallelujah. Yeah. Now we understand and we're able to pass that down to our children and
Hmm.
help them understand so that the next generation can get it right. But you know, it takes me back because, like we were talking earlier, King Hezekiah, righteous king, and from his loins came Manasseh,
Hmm.
who refused for years, for so many years to do right. And much later, he finally turned and to do right. But what was keeping him on that wicked path? All that time, like, man,
I'd have to say the pride of life, probably. It was, yeah.
absolutely, absolutely, yeah. But it's just that's how people are now. Like,
Hmm.
you can show them the truth, you can break it down to them, you can make it plain, simple, and easy, and yet they'll still, make an excuse why they can just continue in their folly, and it don't
Hmm.
make sense. It's not sensible at all. So let's continue. Verse 26. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets, saying to the stock, you art my father, to a to a stone you have brought me forth, and they have turned their backs unto me, and not their face. But in time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us.
And don't we do that? Don't we? I mean, that's what
Right,
we were doing it before, and wasn't even calling upon the right person. You
right,
know,
exactly. Help me, JC, help me. And
right?
the whole time they got that vision of that white man in their mind. Caesar Borgia. They praying to him. He ain't nothing but another idol. That's all he is. So not Yahweh Yehoshua Hamashiach, not the same person. Verse
Okay.
28. Okay, verse 28. But where are your idols that you have made you? Let them arise, if they can, save you in the time of your trouble. For according to the number of the cities that there of your idols, O Yehuda. Yeah, let your idols save you. What you calling on me for? Go deal with them. We saw that in uh
Yes, Yahoo.
Judges, like it Judges.
Okay, Khan. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember in Judges, he said, yeah, go after he saved them a couple of times, like, hey, you know what? Just go to them. Stop calling me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And this is very telling. This is
Right.
a father. He's had enough. He's had enough, and this is a lesson. This is definitely a lesson for myself to hear inside, because it tells me not to. It's not okay. It's not okay for me to transgress, do completely opposite, and
Right.
walk contrary, and then expect for me to be able to call upon His name. The Father is telling us here that's not
Right.
okay.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, and they doing the major sin. It's not even that they, uh, you know, I'm not gonna say it's not. It's I mean, we know it's great sin and it's little sin. It's lesser sin, but they doing the greater sin. They doing the idolatry. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
the
come,
that's
come.
that's the one that get us captivity. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So that's the worst. That's the worst of it.
You
So
know, I think we well, not those who have matured
mm,
in this walk, but I think people definitely outside of this walk, and when I was in the church, I would feel like it's okay because he's going. I take that grace for granted, and
exactly.
and feel like I can still do this and be okay. But
Mhm.
I didn't read that anywhere in the scripts. I didn't, you
No,
know.
no.
I know that he says that he will have mercy upon who he will have mercy upon, but this chapter and these scripts that we're hearing right here is telling us how the Father views our actions.
Absolutely, absolutely, 100%. And I wonder how many people in the church have started from chapter one and just started reading. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Writing this book to see what we seeing. and to try to analyze it and get some understanding of it, because it's pretty plain. Now, granted, we done read a good bit up to this point, but this is very plain. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
verse 29. Wherefore will you plead with me? Yet all have transgressed against me, saith Yahuwah. In vain have I smitten your children. They receive no correction. Your own sword have devoured your prophets, uh, like a destroying lion. So you killing your own people. You killing your own prophets.
Mm-hmm.
They telling you to get right, and your response is Israel response is to kill them. Get rid of them because they talking that stuff. We don't want to hear that. Verse 31. O generation, see you the word of Yahuwah. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel in the land of darkness? Wherefore saith my people, we are masters. We will come no more unto you. Can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's
Verse
the truth,
33.
Doc.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
For 41 years.
Con, 100%. 100%. Verse 33. Why trimmest you your way to seek love? Therefore, have you also taught the wicked ones your ways? Also, Slacky. Also, in your skirts, uh, in your skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor innocents. I have not found it by secret search, but upon all these. Yet you say, because I am innocent, surely his anger shall turn from me. Behold, I will plead with you, because you saith, I have not sinned. Man, come on. Yeah, and this is today. We might as well be reading the paper.
Man,
But
indeed.
this is right here, right now. Verse 36. Uh, why Gladys, why Gladys you about so much and change your ways? You also should be ashamed of Mizraim, as you was ashamed of Assyria. I was making sure I read that right. I thought that was incorrect, but that was right. Okay, verse 37. Yea, you shall go forth from him, and your hand upon his head, for Yahuwah have rejected uh, your confidence, and shall not prosper in them. Yeah. So, and this is we just in chapter 3 now, but man, this is one of those books I haven't read all the way through. So it's very interesting. But I've of course done some precepts here and there out of this book. But yeah, this is it's starting off like, man, literally, you might as well be looking at what's right in front of us, because that's exactly what we're dealing with.
Okay. Indeed.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, the book of Yirmeyahu, chapter 3 and verse 1. The polluted land. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall she return? Shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But you have played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return to me, saith Yahuwah. Yeah, see, I was under the impression you couldn't even do that. And yet, his grace and his compassion, he would take us back in those situations and those circumstances. And man, verse 2. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where you have not been laying with, and the way have you set for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness, and you have polluted the land with your whoredom and with your wickedness. So yeah, just every which way. He mentioned the Arabian in the wilderness, or the Arab in the desert. In the desert, Arab, Arabian. That means mixed people.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying, they just all over. Uh, verse 3. From there to here, then there, and so on and so forth, all over the place. Verse 3. Therefore, the showers have been withholden, and there have been no latter rain, and you have a whore's forehead and refuse to be ashamed. It's written all over your face. You got that whore's forehead. What's that? Mystery Babylon, the mother of harlots and abominations. With a what is this? What did it say? A secret? Was it a secret on her forehead? We read in Revelation.
Man, I'm trying to think. I don't know.
I can't remember. It said something she had on her forehead, but he said she got a whore's forehead. Uh,
mm,
verse 4. Will you cry? Will you slack you? Will you not from this time cry unto me, my father? You art the God of my youth. Will you slack you? Will he reserve his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? Behold, you have spoken and done evil things that you couldn't. Slack you, and done evil things as you couldn't. So yeah, we've done all manner of evil that we were able to do. Faithless Israel, verse 6. Yahuwah said also unto me in the days of Yeshua the king, have you seen that which backsliding Israel have done? She is gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there have played the harlot, and said, Slacky, and I said after she had done all these things, turn you unto me, but she turned not. And her treacherous sister Yehuda saw it, and I saw, Slacky, and I saw when for all the cause whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, and had put her away, and given her a bill of divorcement, yet her treacherous sister Yehuda feared not, but went and played the harlot also. And it came to pass through the lightness of her whoredom that she defiled the land and committed adultery with stones and with stocks. And yet, for all her treacherous sister Yehuda had not turned unto me with her whole heart, but frighteningly said, is that frighteningly?
Family.
Faintly, it's like it. But faintly said Yahuwah. So she kind of, Yehuda kind of wanted to try to deal with the Most High properly, but not with her whole heart.
I
See,
mean, and they should have saw what had happened to the Northern Kingdom, and been like, man, we don't want this to ever happen to us. You know.
right,
Uh,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. That should have been enough to say, you know what, let's get this thing right.
Yeah,
But
because you saw that he's not going to reserve his anger forever. Like at some point, uh, it's going to consume.
you got to pay. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to pay. The bill is due. I
Uh,
need the money. I need the payment. Where is that? All right. The Most High invites repentance. Verse 11. And Yahuwah said unto me, the backsliding Israel hath justified herself more than treacherous Yehuda. Go and proclaim these words to north, and say, Return you, backsliding Israel, saith Yahuwah, and I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, saith Yahuwah, and will not keep anger forever. Verse 13. Only acknowledge that your iniquity, and you have transgressed against Yahuwah your power, and have scattered the way of the stranger under every green tree. Slack it, have scattered the ways of the stranger under every green tree. And you have not obeyed my voice, saith Yahuwah. Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahuwah, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one from a city, and two from a family, and will bring you to Zion. I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Not these pastors. Let's continue. Look,
Right.
I'm trying not to, because we already long, seem like, but it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Uh, it's real bad. So, but yeah. Let's continue. Verse 16. And it shall come to pass when you be multiplied and increase in the land, in those days, saith Yahuwah, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah, neither shall it come to mind, neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it, neither shall that be done anymore. I told you, we reading the newspaper.
Yeah, man. Because this is what's going on now.
Yeah.
Uh
They don't know nothing about the Ark of the Covenant. Know nothing about it. Nor do they care. Nor will they even think about where it's at. Let's go see it. Let's go. Nope. And if it is a model of it, you know, they don't look at it in reverence. They just like, oh, that's what it was. Okay, well, move on. You know what I'm saying? They just leave it be. Verse 17. At that time, they shall call Jerusalem the throne of Yahuwah, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, and the name of Yahuwah to Jerusalem. Slacky, I said that wrong. Let me start that over. It says, and at that time, they shall call Jerusalem the throne of Yahuwah, and all nations shall be gathered unto it, to the name of Yahuwah, to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart. In those days, the house of Yehudah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north, and the land that I have given for an inheritance to your fathers.
okay. So, when I was listening, I was like, man, this is some of the scripts sound like something to come in the
Right.
future.
Mm-hmm.
And Yasharal or Yehuda and Yasharal being together, one, coming together, this is it's a future but the I've been looking at a lot of historical videos here lately. And it does appear that our people, Yehuda as well as Israel, have are again together in the continent over in Africa, man.
Okay, 100%.
But this is I guess this would still be something to happen in the future.
Oh yeah, they got to be together because when the deliverance come, like we just read, they're gonna walk out together. They're gonna walk out together. He gonna gather
Hmm.
Yehuda from the four quarters, but he gonna also have Israel coming, Ephraim, as he would call. They coming, and some of us gonna
Hmm.
be together. Okay, 100%. Verse 19. But I said, How shall I put you among the children and give you a pleasant land, a goodly heritage for the host of nations? And said, you shall call me my father, and shall not turn away from me. Surely, as a wife treacherously departed from her husband, so have you dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, saith Yahuwah. A voice was heard upon the high places, weeping and supplications of the children of Israel, for they have perverted their way, and they have forgotten Yahuwah, their power. Turn you, return, you backsliding children, and I will heal your backsliding. Behold, we come unto you, for you are the power, for you are Yahuwah, our power.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get them to admit that, I mean, of course, it's not us, it's not up to us. But I'm just saying, if our people would admit that portion of it, they don't even deal with that. They don't even deal with Yahuwah. They don't even deal with Yahweh. They don't even deal with those who in the Christian church. The Christians deal with the LORD. They don't want to hear no Yahuwah, Yahweh, Yahweh, nothing. They don't want anything to do with that. They want the LORD,
Mm-hmm.
GOD, JC, and that's it. They don't want nothing else. And that's crazy to me. Anyway, let's continue. Verse 23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped from the hills and from the multitude of the mountains. Truly in Yahuwah your power is the salvation of Israel. Only in Yahuwah your power. Truly in Yahuwah
Mm-hmm.
your power is salvation for Israel. That's the only
Con.
place we're going to get it from. And our people can't see that. But that's the
Con.
only hope we got. There's nothing else we can hope for. Because there is no what they saying now there's that salvation in any other name.
That's right.
Yeah, yes indeed. Verse 24. For shame hath devoured the labor of our fathers from our youth, their flocks and their herds, their sons and their daughters. We lie down in our shame, and we confuse, Slacky, and our confusion covereth us. For we have sinned against Yahuwah our power, we and our fathers from our youth, even unto this day, right here, right now, and
Mm-hmm.
have not obeyed the voice of Yahuwah our power. So this is, man, this book is dynamic. I mean,
Indeed.
it
Indeed.
is, it
Indeed.
really is. I know I said that before about other books, but this book here, I mean, I literally feel
Mm-hmm.
like this is us. This is right here, right now. I done said that 2 or 3, 4, 5,
Indeed.
but this is it. So let's
Yep.
continue here. All right. Yehuda threatened with vision,
Threatened it.
with invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with invasion. Okay, my bad. My eyes be crossing sometime. But verse 4, Yirmeyahu chapter 4, verse 1. If you will return, O Yisrael, saith Yahuwah, return unto me, and if you will put away your abominations out of my sight, and then shall then shall you not remove, put away the abominations out of my sight, then shall you not remove. So he told them if they would do that, that he wouldn't even send them in captivity.
Yeah.
What? If we blew it, we couldn't do that? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's continue. Verse 2. And you shall swear, Yahuwah liveth in truth, in judgment, and in righteousness, and the nations shall bless themselves in him, and in him shall they glory. For thus saith Yahuwah to the men of Yehuda and Jerusalem, break up, You're slacking. You're folly grown. That's not folly.
Fallow,
Follow,
fallow.
follow ground,
Mhm.
and so not among thorns. Told Hakim. Verse 4. Circumcise yourself to Yahuwah, and take away the foreskin of your heart, you men of Yehuda and inhabitants of Jerusalem, lest my fury come forth like fire, and burn, that none can quench it, because of an evil, because of the evil of your doings. Declare you in Yehuda, and publish in Jerusalem, and say, blow the shofar in the land, cry, gather together, and say, assemble yourselves, and let us go unto the defense city. Set up the standard towards Zion. Retire. Say not, for I will bring evil from the north and a great destruction. The lion has come up from the thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make the land desolate, and your city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant, without any inhabitant. Yeah, I think that's future right there.
Mhm.
I think that was talking about
Well,
us in that time, and then they was talking about the destroyer of the Gentiles. Uh, I think that's them. That's Hamashiach coming up. He have
mhm.
yeah, he is on his way, and they've gone forth from his place. I mean, he not beside the Father no more. He coming down. All right, verse 8. For this girdeth you with sackcloth, lament and howl, for the fierce anger of Yahuwah is not turned back from us. It shall come to pass at that day, saith Yahuwah, that the heart of the king shall perish, and the heart of the princes and the priests shall be astonished, and the prophets shall wonder. Then said I, Master Yahuwah, surely you have greatly uh, you have greatly deceived this people.
Mhm.
That's the word deceive. What? Who said
Yep.
that? I was like, it can't be right. I'm looking at that like, wait a minute. Surely you have greatly deceived this people and Jerusalem, saying, you shall have peace, whereas the sword reacheth unto the soul. At that time shall it be said to this people and to Jerusalem, the dry wind and the high place in the wilderness towards the daughter of my people, not to fan, nor to increase. The dry wind
Uh,
and the high place. Did I miss something? I know I missed something in there.
now that last, I think that last word is cleanse,
Oh, cleanse. I said cease, didn't I?
not to fan nor to cleanse.
Lord to cleanse. Okay, kind. I said to cease. Okay, it's like it. Told I keep. That's nor to cleanse. Okay. Verse 12. Even the full wind from those places shall come unto me. Now also will I give sentence against them. Behold, he shall come up as clouds, and his chariots shall be as a whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe unto us, for we are spoiled. O Jerusalem, right? O Jerusalem, wash thine heart from wickedness, that you mayest be saved. How long shall your vain thoughts lodge within you? Man, we need to be reading this straight up in the street out.
Man, I
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Like, we need to be right on the bridge with our people. Whoa! Verse 15. For a voice declareth from Dan, and oh, excuse me. I've been having some drainage for about a week now, and it just keep draining. So I
You
just
know,
keep.
they were saying that the smoke was in the air from the Canadian fires, so
Oh,
it's a lot of people have been having issues.
yeah, yeah. I've been having this, and it just kind of comes out of nowhere. One minute I'm normal, and the next minute I'm, and it's hectic. But
And that's funny that you said that, because that's kind of how this smoke has been doing as well, which, because it doesn't make sense that it's here sometimes and then it's not
right,
there other times. Seem
right,
like if it's on fire, it's always gonna be there. But
correct.
I think we got a break from it for maybe about a week ago.
Yeah.
It was kind of wasn't as bad, but then 2 weeks before that it was bad again. So, or something like that.
Oh, it was horrible. If you saw I don't know how true it is, but I saw some of the pictures that was in New York, and man, they was getting hammered with it. I mean, it
Yeah,
was
kind
you only
kind of
see
look like a movie or something, you
yeah,
know.
exactly, exactly. That's what made me kind of wonder. Like, I wonder if you hear somebody up there, are they gonna say that's the case, or they're gonna be like, man,
Mm-hmm.
no, that's a lie. So,
Kind.
verse 15: For the voice declareth from Dan, and publish affliction from Mount Ephraim. Make you mention of the nations. Behold, publish against Jerusalem, that watchers come from from a far country, and give their voice against the city of Yehuda, against the cities of Yehuda, Salakia. Verse 17: As keepers of the field are they against her round about, because she have rebelled against me, saith Yahuwah. Thy way and thy doings have uh, procured these things unto you. This is your wickedness, because it is bitter, because it reached unto thine heart. Yeah. So this is your payment for all that evil. This is our payment for all that evil we was doing. All we had to do, he said at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
of was at the beginning of this chapter or the last chapter, just turn and stop doing that. But yeah, we couldn't do it. Lament over Yehuda's devastation. Devastation. That's a harsh word. Verse 19.
Kind.
That's a harsh word. Uh, my bowels, I am pained at my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because you have heard, O my soul, the sound of trumpets and the alarm of war. Destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled, and my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Scottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. I need
Man.
to tweet that one.
Kind.
I need to tweet that one out. 4 and 22. Man, 4 and 22. I'm getting it right quick. Very quick. Look, I got it highlighted in my phone. All right, let's continue. Verse 23. I beheld the earth, and lo, it was without form and void, and the
Tohu
Shamaim.
bohu.
All right, so who Khan? Yes, indeed. And the Shamaim, and they had no light. So he took it back to the beginning. So
Kind.
Khan? Yes, indeed. Yeah, I never forget that one. I was such a barakah to hear
Indeed.
the Adawan in that situation that he was bringing that thing out, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boom. All right. Uh, verse 24. I beheld the mountains and lo, they trembled, and all the hills moved lightning. I beheld, and lo, there was no man, and all the birds of the Shamaim were fled. I beheld, and lo, fruitful place were as wilderness, and all the cities thereof were broken down at the presence of Yahuwah, and at the and by his fierce anger. For thus said Yahuwah, Slakia, for thus have Yahuwah said, the whole land shall be desolate, yet will I not make a full end. For this shall the earth mourn, and the Shamaim above be black, because I have spoken it, I have purposed it, and I will not repent, neither will I turn back from it. The whole city shall flee before the noise of the horsemen and bowmen. How shall they slack you? They shall go into thickets and climb up upon the rocks. Every city shall be forsaken, and not a man dwell therein. And when the art spoil, slack you, and when your art spoil, what will you do? You that clothe yourself with crimson, though you decketh you with ornaments of gold, though you varnish your face with painting, in vain shall you make yourself fair. Your lovers will despise you. They will seek your life. Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. So I mean, I gotta bring this out, but
Go ahead.
this is like speaking about some of our people over in the continent now.
Mm,
Uh, you know, a royal color, not a royal color, but a popular color is red
mm-hmm.
for many of the tribes there that are in West Africa.
Okay.
We know that gold was in abundance. So, you'll see our people with gold on and these red garments.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, what has been a common thing now for our people to do in West Africa as well as Jamaica,
Uh-huh.
they use these creams to lighten their skin.
Mm.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, kind.
Where they're changing, they're becoming red bone, but they might be as dark as me.
Right.
Uh, and a lot of times the only way you can tell, like you look at their fingertips,
Mm-hmm.
in between their fingers, you can see that it's still a different color. But
Mm-hmm.
wow, these scripts is undefeated.
Kind. 100%. 100%. Our people have they walk it out and they have no clue. They won't even read this book.
Man,
It's right here for us. And our people just skip over it like it's nothing. And they don't even see that this is who this is talking about. Like, you don't even have to go to Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26. You can just read, period. And you can see clearly who this is speaking of. I mean, it's clear as the sun shining outside. It's that clear.
come.
Verse 31. For I have heard a voice as a woman in travail, and the anguish as her that bringeth forth her first child. The voice of the daughter of Zion, that bewaileth herself, that spreadeth her hands, saying, Woe is me now, for my soul is weary because of murderers. It's not because of murderers, it's because of you.
Mm-hmm.
You done put yourself in this situation. We done put ourselves in this situation. And that's why we are dealing with what we're dealing with in these situations. So praise to the Father. You want to pick up chapter 5?
Indeed, Aki.
Told everybody.
How's my volume?
Sound good.
All right, come, Toda.
This way.
All right. This is the book of Yirmeyahu, Jeremiah chapter 5. Jerusalem's righteousness. Verse 1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now, and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if ye can find a man, if there be any that executeth judgment, that will seeketh truth, and I will pardon it. So automatically, when I hear that, I think about Matthew chapter 23, verse 23, where Mashiach he talks about the weightier matters.
Right.
The weightier matters being justice, no, judgment, mercy, and is it truth?
Oh, snap.
Let me
Let's go through
let
it.
me see. Yeah. Matthew 23 and verse 23 says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, or of Torah, judgment, mercy, and faith. That's what it is, faith.
Yes, faith.
These ye have done, and not leave the other undone. So yeah, I was off.
No, you good.
But
good. You just had it. Did a different thinking, but you was good. Yeah, kind of. All right, go right ahead.
all right, Khan. Let's see. This is the book of Yirmeyahu, Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 2. And though they say, Yahweh liveth, surely they swear falsely. O Yahweh, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than the rock. They have refused to return. Therefore I said, surely these are poor. They are foolish, for they know not the way of Yahweh, nor the judgment of their power.
Right.
You know, again, this is we can draw a parallel between you know, that generation and the current generation that we live in now. You know,
100%. That's matter of fact, I need to tweet that one too. Five before. So, yeah, kind of.
All right, verse 5. I will get me into the great men, and that will speak unto them, for they have known the way of Yahweh and the judgment of their power. But these have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities. Every one that goeth out thence shall be torn in pieces, because their transgressions are many, and their backslidings are increased. How shall I pardon you for this? Thy children have forsaken me, and have sworn by them that are no deities. When I have fed them to the full, they then committed adultery, and assembled themselves by troops in the harlots' houses. Wow.
Right.
You know, this does this hits hard, and I'm gonna tell you why. My daughter was watching something. This is a couple of years ago, but my daughter was watching something on I don't know if it was on Disney or if it was on YouTube, but she was repeating what it was saying, and she was saying thank the GODs.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I heard it, and I flipped.
I'm sure.
I flipped. I flipped, and I seen it in her eyes. Yeah, I seen it in her eyes, like she knew that, and she really didn't know what she had said. You know what I mean? She wasn't understanding, but she knew she had said something wrong.
Right.
And you know, then of course, you know, after you know she stopped crying or whatever, you know, I explained to her, you know,
Yeah.
what this was, but uh man,
Yeah.
this is it, that verse right there.
Yeah.
How shall I pardon you for this? Your
Right.
children have forsaken me and sworn by them. Now she didn't swear. Well, she didn't swear, but she was speaking foolishly. You know what I
Right.
mean? And this, like I said, it just kind of hit hard. You know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. I mean, that's unequivocal, and that's we can't tempt the power like that. You can't
It come.
we can't play around with him like that. We reading this right here telling us, look here, you this is what you've been doing. You've been doing this to me for generations. Your children not even dealing right with me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, yeah, you had every right to be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But
Yeah.
we gotta we gotta do that. And as men, we gotta try to keep it in perspective. Don't get me wrong. Now we got to try to keep it in the right perspective. But at the same time, uh, you know, they got to know. Our children got to know. They
Yeah.
got.
Indeed. And you know, start feeling like I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? That that would even happen. Now again, she was, let's see, she was getting ready to be 8, like when
Mhm.
this happened. So she was 7 years old, man. But uh, I mean, she sings the song with me. You know what I mean? Like around the house, and so
Right.
she definitely knows the name of her power. You know?
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, they should. That's important. That and that's why being in the house is so important. That's why being there. That just imagine if that wasn't the case. If you wasn't in the house going, Yahweh is
That's
mighty.
right.
You know what I'm
Con,
saying? And so they hear that and they go, oh, that sound good. Oh, I like that. Yahweh is mighty. You know what I'm saying? And just that little bit, you know what I'm saying, is positive in the fact that it's planting that seed, and then it comes back and water it, and then more information comes about, and they understand how Yahweh is what He's doing and what He has done for us,
mhm.
and it just flourishes into a plant, and that light, that sun that it needs is Yahweh, and they understand that as they get older. So yeah,
Con. All right, this is the book of Yirmeyahu, chapter 5, verse 8. They were as fed horses in the morning. Every one nod after his neighbor's wife.
mm,
Shall I not visit for these things, saith
mm,
Yahweh? And shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this?
mm,
Go ye up upon her walls and destroy, but make not a full end. Take away her battlements, for they are not Yahweh's.
mm,
For the house of Israel and the house of Yehuda have dealt very treacherously against me, saith Yahweh.
mhm,
They have they have belied Yahweh and said, it is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword nor famine,
mm.
and the prophets shall become wind, and the word is not in them. Thus shall it be done unto them. Wow.
Yeah,
It's like uh we know that script where it says, depart from me, I never knew you. Like
right.
this is almost similar to that. You know what I mean? Being separated from our power.
Kind. Yeah, this is so us, so our people right now. They have
Hmm.
belied Yahweh and said, it is not he, neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall the sword nor famine. Like, well, everything good. Most God is good. I don't got nothing to
Hmm.
worry about. I don't repent it. What they say, God in my heart.
Right.
God
Con,
is
I
exceedingly
con.
wicked.
Hmm.
Exceedingly wicked. Yeah, he know
Hmm.
it all right. So
Con. All right. Verse what's like here? Judgment proclaimed, verse 14. Wherefore, thus saith Yahweh, power of hosts, Slakia. Wherefore, saith Yahweh, Zabaoth, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in your mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them.
Mm.
Lo, I will bring a nation upon you from far.
Mm.
O house of Israel, saith Yahweh, it is a mighty nation. It is an ancient nation, a nation whose language thou knowest not,
Mm.
neither understandeth what they say. Their quiver is as an open sepulchre.
Mm.
They are almighty men. So, I remember reading this before. I can thinking this was talking about our current captivity,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe that well, I don't know. What are your thoughts? So I believe that this is speaking about the Babylonians coming upon the kingdom of Judah.
Well, I mean, he's actually talking to Israel, or house of Israel.
Oh, so
So
he's speaking about the Assyrians then.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. And they came with
Well, I was thinking that the Assyrians were already gone, so maybe it hadn't happened yet.
and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, I did see
Well,
that house of Israel right there, but I could be wrong.
yeah, I'll take a look at it, and what I mean when I'm because there was a point where it would tell us which king was ruling in the northern kingdom when the southern kingdom kings came into power. So yeah, we'll take a look at that to
Okay.
see exactly because we know that this prophecy is during Josiah's uh, term. So if
Right.
the northern kingdom wasn't gone yet, so you're probably right. So
Right. Well, and also keep in mind also that a lot of these prophecies, I believe, are dual. So I don't
con
think that any of them, because Yahweh tends to do the same thing over and over, and it takes me right back to the Maccabees, where he said,
mhm,
I think it's chapter 7, and he said he had heard of the Romans and how they were valiant, mighty, and valiant men, and would lovingly accept anybody. And who they set up was set up. They set them up well, and who they brought down, they would bring down. So, that's the situation that existed in the earth at that time. So whoever was able to fight, that's who was able to rule. Now they try to
mhm,
use diplomacy to rule because they got weapons that you know that they claim they don't want to use. So they try to use diplomacy to keep things in order. So, but yeah,
mhm. All right, verse 17. And they shall eat up thine harvest and thy bread, which thy sons and thy daughters should eat. They shall eat up thy flocks and thy herds. They shall eat up thy vines and thy fig trees. They shall impoverish thy fenced cities, wherein thou trustest with the sword.
see
Nevertheless, oh, Slakia, go ahead.
that's right. That's right out the 28 right there,
Mm-hmm.
straight out of it. They
Yeah.
shall a nation which you not know shall eat. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly how it said, but yeah, that's
Yeah. But you will plant and sow,
mm-hmm.
but another people shall eat it up, or
Right.
yeah.
Correct. Yes, indeed.
All right, verse 18. Nevertheless, in those days, saith Yahweh, I will not make a full end of you, the water Abiyah.
Hallelujah.
And it shall come to pass when ye shall say, wherefore do Yahweh our power all these things unto us? Then shall you answer them, like as ye have forsaken me, and served strange deities in your land, so shall ye serve strangers in the land that is not yours.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Declare this in the house of Jacob, and publish it in Yehuda, saying, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. This is Mashiach. Huh? This is Mashiach.
Cons. And also, Salakia, right here, we see right here, published it in Yehuda. So, yeah, this is where I was speaking about the Babylonians. So when he
Okay, Khan.
so, so when he referenced Israel at the beginning, or at the top.
Mm-hmm.
It's well, yeah. I think that was just a rep because we all Israel, but we believe we from the southern kingdom because we scattered, and that's what the scripts say, that the southern kingdom was scattered. So, yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
think maybe it was talking about Yehuda because he said it right here, in verse 20. So,
Okay. All right, verse 22. Fear not, Slakia. Fear ye not me, saith Yahweh. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. Wow.
right.
And we know that we tremble. We
Right.
tremble at the sight of the Most High. I mean, our ancestors did at Mount Sinai.
Right.
Moshe, you go speak to him for us.
Mhm.
Lest we die.
Our people tremble right now at the flash of lightning or at the sound of thunder. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed,
Strike fear through their bones. I mean, that
okay.
go to your bones. I mean, whew.
All right, verse 23. But this people hath a revolting and a rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear Yahweh our power, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter, in his season. He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you. So the Most High wants to bless us, you know
Right.
what I mean? But our actions oftentimes prevent those blessings from falling down on us,
100%. 100%. I mean, it can't be any more clear than what's written right
Con.
here.
All right, verse 26. For among my people I found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men. So we found ourselves in West Africa, trapping and enslaving and selling one another
Making war.
for vanity,
Mm-hmm.
for liquor, for beads, for guns.
Shit.
Kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Verse 27. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxen rich. They are waxing fat. They shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. Shall not, Salakia, verse 29, shall I not visit for these things, saith Yahweh? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means. And my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof? Wow, that's man, it's like what people what people heard last Sunday. You know what I mean?
100%.
Man.
100%. I mean, this is us today. It's just crazy. It's just, I'm saying crazy, like in the sense of not that it's not real or factual. It's just like, man, this is us. This is now. Like you said, I said earlier, it's like reading the paper right at this point. Yeah, let's continue here. I had to tweet that one out.
God. All right, this is the book of Yirmeyahu, Jeremiah chapter 6. Destruction of Jerusalem impending. Verse 1. O ye children of Ben-Amin, gather yourselves to flee out of the midst of Jerusalem, and blow the shofar in Tekoa, and set up a sign of fire in Beth Hakarim. For evil appeareth out of the north, and great destruction. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. But just jumping back right there, I wonder how many of these Benhamites took heed to this prophecy. And the reason I say that is because evidently, I remember I told you I was watching that video. There's she mentioned the tribe of Benjamin being over in West Africa, man.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, but they, even if they didn't, I guess they could have been there with Southern Kingdom as well. But it's just something I was thinking about.
Yeah, it that made me how ironic that is that it would come down to Benjamin and Yehuda, the two that were warring against each other the hardest during the time of Shaul and Dawid, and that's that they end up even at the time of Hamashiach. Those were the ones that were left. Of course, some Levites as well, but that's ironic in itself. But
yeah, I mean, but there was a prophetess from the tribe of Asher as well. Around the time that he, so I think, let me just continue because I'm getting ready to go somewhere else. All right. Verse 3. The shepherds with their flocks shall come into her. They shall pitch their tents against her round about. They shall feed every one in his place. Prepare ye war against her. Arise, and let us go up at noon. Woe unto us, for the day goeth away, for the shadows of the evening are stretched out. Arise, and let us go by night, and let us destroy her palaces. For thus have Yahweh Sabaoth said, hew ye down trees, and cast them out against Jerusalem. This is the city to be visited. She is wholly oppression in the midst of her. So, this is talking about the captivity of Jerusalem, or, the pending captivity. All right. Verse 7. As a fountain casteth out her waters, so she casteth out her wickedness. Violence and spoil is heard in her. Before me continually is grief and wounds. Be thou instructed, O Jerusalem, lest my soul depart from you, lest I make thee desolate, a land not inhabited. Thus saith Yahweh Sabaoth, they shall thoroughly glean the remnant of Israel as a vine. Turn back thine hand as a grape gatherer into the baskets. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahweh is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it. Wow.
Right.
Man.
Right. That's crazy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? For real. I mean, there's so many, like, look, I gotta send that out. Like, wow, that's like, look.
Man, my folks gonna think I'm they probably wondering, well, he's coming down pretty hard on us today.
Hey, you reading this book?
Man, y'all hear this?
Like, this is you. This is us.
Yeah,
I hate to separate myself. Yeah, this is us. Man. This is our people right here. This is. I'm telling y'all, man. This is we to open up the newspaper. This is the front page news,
man.
For Israel, right? Yirmeyahu chapter. Like, can y'all see this? Can you see this? Can you see this?
It's too real.
I'm
too real, man.
My voice keep going up. I don't even mean for it to go up like that. I'm like, can you see this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's that real. It's like, oh
man,
I'm not tripping. Like, I can't be tripping. Like, this is in the book. Like this is literally what we're reading. We're reading this right now. Like, bro,
man.
it's
And
time to
it's a sad reality.
get it now.
Uh, as it was in that day, so is it now. You
Right
know.
here, right now. I mean, it ain't no hiding, ain't no, maybe kind of. Well, there's some similarities, but you can't know for certain. Man, please, no, please. I mean, ain't no. We well beyond similarities. I mean, this is a calling card telling us,
Yeah.
you got no delight in the way of of the Most High, in the way of Yahuwah, in the way of Yahweh, and that's right now. You ask the people, uh, you keep Passover, and see if they don't throw a cuss word or two at you. I keep e word, that the idol.
Hmm.
That man, get out of here with that. That ain't the way of Yahuwah. Yahuwah's way is not that. That's not listening in his feast. And then you show them,
Yeah.
and they want to look real hard, like, oh, that can't be right. Yeah, that's right. Well, no, we don't gotta do that. That's that old law. I don't gotta do that. Like, man, come on, man. Y'all got to get this thing. Uh, it's time to stop playing. I mean, this is real. It's time to stop.
Indeed.
Huh.
Well, all right. Verse 11. Therefore, I am full of fury. It's like you. Therefore, I am full of the fury of Yahweh. I am weary with holding in. I will pour it out upon the children abroad and upon the assembly of young men together. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken, the age with him that is full of days,
Mm.
and their houses shall be turned unto others, with their fields and wives together. For I will stretch out my hand upon the inhabitants of the land, saith Yahweh. For from the for from the least of them, even unto the greatest of them, every one is given to covetousness. And from the prophet, even unto the priest, every one dealeth falsely.
Mm.
Man,
That's it. That's today.
I,
Mm. Got to tweet
they
that.
have healed also. It's like you had
Oh,
something up.
my bad. I was just saying I got to tweet that one too.
Yeah, indeed, man. Verse 14. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace or shalom, shalom, when there is no shalom. Were they were they ashamed when they have committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I shall visit, Slakia, at the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, saith Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein.
Mm.
Also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the shofar. But they said, we will not hearken.
Mm.
Therefore, hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O Eretz, behold, I will bring evil upon this place, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my Torah, but rejected it.
I rejected it. Man, this is nothing but gems.
Man, indeed,
I mean, nothing
man,
but gems.
we could bring this message out 365 days, and it'll still be relevant, and we'll probably still be bringing out, you know what I mean,
Right.
something that the people need to hear.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, this is rich. This is rich in understanding, and it's plain upon tables. It's not even no parable. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like you gotta figure it out. No, this is plain.
Indeed. All right. It's the book of Yirmeyahu, Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 20. To what purpose cometh there to me incense from Sheba, and the sweet cane from the far country? Your burnt offerings are not acceptable, nor your sacrifices sweet unto me. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friend shall perish. Man, it is a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the Most High, man.
Yeah, because he'll mess you up. And
Man, yeah,
easy. Too easy.
there's no limit, there's no limit to what he's able to do,
Mm-mm, mm-mm. He'll mess you up and be like, that hurt, don't it? Make mockery of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, who want to test the power like that? I mean, why would you? That's crazy to me. I'm thankful I'm on this side.
man.
I'm on this side.
And it makes us mindful to repent
Right.
daily, or when needed,
Keep that.
as often as needed.
And to keep your heart right. You know what I'm saying? Keep your walk right. And do what it is you're supposed to be doing, and not, you know what I'm saying, keeping these instructions.
Come,
Because you know good and well he don't play with us.
come, all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The enemy from the north, verse 22. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, a people cometh from the north country, and a great nation shall be raised from the sides of the Eretz. They shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Their voice roareth like the sea, and they ride upon horses, set in array as men for war against you. O daughter of Zion, we have heard the fame thereof. Our hands wax feeble. Anguish have taken hold of us, and pain as of a woman in travail. Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way, for the sword of the enemy and fear is on every side. O daughter of my people, gird you with sackcloth, and wallow thyself in ashes. Make thee mourning as for an only son, most bitter lamentation, for the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us. I have set you for a tower and a fortress among my people, that thou mayest know and try their way. They are all grievous revolters, walking with slanders. They are brass and iron. They are all corrupters. The bellows are burned. The lead is consumed of the fire. The founder melt in vain, for the wicked are not plucked away. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because Yahweh hath rejected them. Man.
My gracious. The rejection of your own power. That is not something you want to be in. That is a hard way to go. Rejecting.
Man, not at all.
Whew. The only one that can help you reject you. Man. That's rough. That's like think about a woman married to a husband, and all the days she treat her husband like dirt, and then all of a sudden the house is attacked, and the husband leave the wife by herself, and she got nobody to protect her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where she don't want to be. She treat him like dirt. He not gonna stand for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way the Most High feel. Yeah, we done treated him like dirt, and now he gonna let you, whatever happened, just happen. And yeah, right. That's a hard say right there, but
Man, indeed,
that's reality. Because you can only take so much. You know, the Most High made us like him. You can't be run over completely and everything just good, copacetic, and I ain't gonna complain. Like, no, you're gonna complain because Nobody want to be done wrong, especially when you're doing right.
Come.
Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna finish up with this chapter 7 here, and we'll pick up tomorrow with the remainder. And man, this is good reading. Now, this is it's hard, but it's good. It's so enlightening, and it's so
Indeed,
yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
All right. This is the book of Yirmeyahu, Jeremiah, chapter 7, message at the temple gate, verse 1. The word that came to Yirmeyahu from Yahweh, saying, stand in the gate of Yahweh's house, and proclaim there this word, and say, hear the word of Yahweh, all ye of Yehudah that enter in at these gates to worship Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh Sabaoth, the power of Israel, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Trust ye not in lying words, saying, the temple of Yahweh, the temple of Yahweh, the temple of Yahweh are these. For if ye thoroughly amend your ways and your doings, if ye thoroughly execute judgment between a man and his neighbor, if ye oppress not the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, and shed not innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other deities to your hurt, then will I cause you, Salakia. So, I mean, you had mentioned before, Ak, that this book is loaded with jams.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's the truth. Like right here, we just read in these two verses, you know, the things not to do,
Right.
you know, or you know, so we need to be executing judgment between people rather than choosing the side that we're most friendly with. You know what I mean?
Right. Doing what's right.
Yeah, it needs to be righteous judgment, right? And that wasn't going on.
Right.
The oppressor, I mean, the stranger was being oppressed. The fatherless was being oppressed. The widows, it was innocent blood that was being shed. You know, these are things that will cause. And then, you know, we're also setting up idols for ourselves. You know,
Right.
these are things that's gonna get the wrath of the Father against us.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, these things that are written for a time again are written for our learning. And so, you know, we're reading this book, we're reading this text, and it's supposed to teach us. It's supposed to we're supposed to glean from it. And praise the Father that we have the mind and the spirit to want to do this thing and not just read it and go, oh, that's interesting to read, but to say, I have to make sure that I'm doing this. I have to make sure that I'm showing my people, that this is what we need to do. I'm going to do that by example, and I'm going to do that by my words.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Verse 7. Then will I, well, this is what's going to happen if we can get it right. This is what was supposed to happen, you know. Then will I cause you to dwell in this place, in the land that I gave to your fathers forever and ever. Behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. Man,
that's another gem.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Verse 9. Will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto the wicked one, and walk after other deities whom ye knew not, and come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say, we are delivered to do all these abominations? Man, this is what we hear when we're talking to people.
Right.
It's okay. We're free to do this. This is okay.
Right. Most I understand. Most I can do. I can do all things except keep the commandments.
Right.
Keep them. What Creflo say? Does JC die to free me from the law? Even the Big Ten. Even the Big Ten. Even the, man, come on, man.
Yeah. Come on, man. Something else, man. Something else. Verse 11. Is this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, even I have seen it, saith Yahweh. So, we I believe in the so-called New Testament it calls it a den of thieves.
Right.
Uh, but Mashiach says I come in the volume of the book. You know what I mean? I believe that. Well, I don't know. I just I'm speculating who is doing the speaking here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely. It's him. It's him.
Mm-hmm.
Because it ain't the Abba getting up off his stone talking this. This is him. This is him saying, y'all are going off. Y'all done did all of this after I done done. Because he was the cloud by day and the fire by night. He the one
Indeed.
at the beginning. So yeah, this is definitely him.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
All right. Verse 12. But go ye now unto the place which was in Shiloh, where I set my name at first, and see what I did to it for the wickedness of my people Israel. And now, because ye have done all these works, saith Yahweh, and I spake unto you, rising up early and speaking, but ye heard not, and I called you, but ye answered not. Therefore will I do, Slakia, therefore will I do unto this house, which is called by my name, wherein ye trust, and unto the place which I gave to you and to your fathers, as I have done to Shiloh. And I will cast you out of my sight, as I cast out all your brethren, even the whole seed of Ephraim. Yeah, so Ephraim's already gone.
They already gone.
Verse 16. Therefore, pray not you for this people, neither lift up a cry, nor prayer for them, neither make intercessions to me, for I will not hear you. Wow.
Good grief.
That's all I'm saying.
You might as well take my whole head just then to tell me that. Just take off my head. I don't even need it.
Gone. Verse 17. Seest thou not what they do in the cities of Yehuda and in the streets of Jerusalem? The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the queen of Shemaim, and to pour out drink offerings unto other deities, that they may provoke me to anger. Do they provoke me to anger, saith Yahweh? Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, mine anger and my fury shall be poured out upon this place, upon man, and upon beast, and upon the trees of the field, and upon the fruit of the ground, and it shall burn and shall not be quenched. For thus saith Yahweh Sabaoth, the power of Israel, put your burnt offerings unto your sacrifices, and eat flesh. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Mizraim, concerning burnt offerings and sacrifices. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imaginations, Slakia, and in the imaginations. Man, I lost my place.
You right here.
Is that verse
24?
Oh, okay, Slakia, verse 24. Oh yeah, there. And I was looking at my I was on my page, so and in their imaginations of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward, since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Mizraim unto this day. I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them, yet they hearken not unto me, nor inclined their ear, but hardened their neck. They did worse than their fathers.
mm,
Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken unto you. You shall also call unto them, but they will not answer you. But you shall say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of Yahweh their power, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth.
mm.
Cut off thine hair, O Jerusalem, and cast it away, and take up lamentation on the high places. For Yahweh hath rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath. For the children of Yehuda have done evil in my sight, saith Yahweh.
Mm.
They have set their abominations in the house which is called by my name to pollute it. And they have built the high places of the evil one, which is in the valley of the son of evil, to burn. Well, I don't know if that's evil or not, but I think that first one is that T one.
So Fed,
Uh
I think that's I think that's that land where the fire is. Where
oh,
the fire
we looked at it a second ago, didn't we?
no, that's not the same one. Is it? Place of Fire. Yeah, that's that land where the yeah, in place in the yeah, that's that land where the that's where not Sheol. That's where the lake of fire is gonna be.
Okay,
Yeah,
con.
yeah, yeah, that's where that lake is gonna be.
Okay. All right, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter, for they shall bury in Tophet till there be no place. And the carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowls of the heaven and for the beasts of the erect, and none shall fray them away. Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Yehuda and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, for the land shall be desolate.
Mm.
Man,
Oh my gracious. Yahuwah power of Israel. What a read.
man,
What a read. A magnificent read. My gracious. This is wow. That's all I can say on that is wow.
indeed. All right.
Yeah, kind. So man, I don't even know where to begin. I mean we done read so much uh, just profound thoughts
Yeah.
and just so much common situation right here right now. It's amazing. So and we over 2 hours. I didn't even realize
Yeah, I just now peeped it.
I didn't even realize that, but we at the end. So praise to the Father. But wow, yeah. Um, what can I say? I mean, my goodness, the this book is absolutely amazing. It speaks very clear and very precise, and pretty much everything. You can see exactly who he's talking about, what is happening, and you know good and well this is what's called today the black community, and we
Mm-hmm.
have taken Yahuwah and Yahweh, and we are gone away from Him in every direction and sought everything except Him. You know, I see my people walking around with these crystals on, and I see these women looking like they should be set apart in mind. They got the head wrapped, and yet they'll tell you that they are spiritual, but they don't believe in the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They believe in the feminine power of the universe. Like get that mess out of here. I almost said something else, but get that mess up out of here. Like this is crazy. Like how do you get this crazy? How do you get to that? But we read it right here in the book, And this is how we get to it gets to that, because we've gone off, we've gone away from our power, and this is where we are and ended up. So it's time for us to learn, and it's time for us to do it better than we had done, and to be better.
Mm-hmm.
And man, if you understand who this is talking about, you need to get your mind right, because
Con.
it's plain up on tables. It's as plain as can be, and it should take no deep thought to realize who this is talking about, because it's very clear and it's very concise. And with that, I yield.
Man, just blown away, and I know that I've read this before, but just blown away, like how it's almost identical to
Mhm.
what we see today. We've read uh 7 chapters tonight, and they weren't extremely lengthy, but just based on what we've read in these 7 chapters, we could almost spend uh the next week just just breaking down
Oh,
what we've read tonight. you know
100%.
uh
100%.
I it's definitely a blessing, because we don't have to continue to make these mistakes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We can read these things that were written for our learning anyway,
Right.
uh, and learn what not to do. Learn to do what's pleasing in the sight of the Father. Uh, you know, I'm looking forward to the rest of this reading. It's almost got me wanting to go back into the book of Kings and Chronicles, and
Yeah.
just revisit the story of our people at that time.
Come.
Uh, but yeah,
Come.
some really good reading in here, man. And man, I feel more knowledgeable.
Come.
It's like I'll tell you something. I played football. I started
Right.
playing football when I was in the 5th grade, and I played a year of college ball. And the year that I played college ball is when I finally started understanding my position. I know that's
Mhm.
gonna sound crazy, but
Right.
it's the
No, I
truth.
understand.
It's when I finally learned what I was doing. I feel like with what we're reading, I feel like it's put me in a position where I actually know what I'm doing. Man,
Right.
all praises to the Most High.
All praises, hallelujah. I've had that feeling like on jobs. I've been, I've been at a place doing a job, and it seems like all of a sudden it'll just come to you and just clarify, like, oh, this is why I'm doing that. So yeah, oh, this is why we do this, twice a day or 3 times a day or whatever the case.
Hmm.
It just comes to that clarity. Just comes, and yeah, reading this is why it seems so plain, because it's so clear. It's so much clarity, because we've read so much already, and we to a place now where it's just it just makes sense. It's just
Hmm.
clear and concise. So all praises to the Father. Man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful read, and to see ourselves in this book as this so clearly. It's amazing, and I'm thankful. But with that, we're going to close it out here, and we're going to close out with the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter number 12 and verse number 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. It is imperative always that we remember that the conclusion of the whole matter is for us to fear the Most High and keep His commandments, because this is the whole duty of man. And at the end of the day, when all the dust is settled and all the smoke is cleared, when everything is said and done, we are to fear the Most High and keep His commandments. Why? Because this is the entire reason for man. I'm your Akazaki Yahu, joined by my most esteemed Akenanaya, who give all praise, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahuwah, Bahashem, Yahushua HaMashiach. And to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth, I say Shalom Wabarukim. That is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day that the Most High brings us back together and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation under the Most High power, under one covenant. Until that day, Shalom, family.
Shalom, shalom, family.